Imagine a mysterious box sitting quietly on a table, while inside it something strange might be happening, and your curious brain starts buzzing with questions before you even think about opening the lid. Now imagine that inside this box there is a cat, along with a very weird science setup, and suddenly philosophy and science decide to team up like unlikely superheroes. A long time ago, a physicist named Schrödinger invented this thought experiment, not because he disliked cats, but because he wanted to explain how strange the tiny world of particles can be. The idea suggests that until someone opens the box, the cat is considered both alive and not alive at the same time, which sounds like nonsense and magic arguing in the same sentence. Your brain might immediately protest, because in everyday life things are usually one way or the other, and cookies do not exist have eaten and not eaten at once. But in the quantum world, tiny particles behave like shy performers who refuse to choose a single role until the spotlight shines directly on them. Philosophers love this example because it asks whether reality depends on being observed, or whether things exist clearly even when nobody is watching. When the box stays closed, everyone argues happily because nobody can prove what is happening inside without peeking. This turns the box into a stage for one of philosophy's favorite questions, which asks what it really means to know something for sure. The cat is not meant to be spooky, scary, or sad, but instead to poke your brain gently and say, reality might be weirder than you think. Some thinkers believe the cat is either alive or not, and we just do not know which one yet because our information is missing. Other thinkers suggest that reality itself waits, holding its breath, until someone looks and forces it to choose. This idea makes curiosity feel powerful, like your eyes are tiny flashlights that help the universe decide what story to tell. It also makes responsibility feel heavier, because observing is no longer passive but part of the action. Kids often understand this faster than adults, because imagining strange possibilities feels natural before habits lock imagination inside strict rules. The box teaches that not knowing does not always mean being wrong, but sometimes means standing at the edge of multiple possibilities. Philosophy smiles at moments like this, because uncertainty becomes an invitation instead of a problem. The cat reminds us that reality might not behave politely, lining up neatly the way textbooks prefer. Instead, reality can be fuzzy, confusing, playful, and surprising, especially when examined very closely. This story also challenges how confident we feel about what exists when we are not paying attention. When you leave your room, does it wait patiently, or does it secretly change like a mischievous stage set? Most philosophers agree your room stays normal, yet the question helps stretch your thinking muscles. The cat and the box whisper that knowledge depends on questions, tools, and perspectives working together. Science uses math and experiments, while philosophy uses logic and imagination, and together they make a powerful team. The closed box shows that some questions are not meant to be answered quickly. They are meant to be explored slowly, like opening a treasure chest with many hidden layers. The cat becomes a symbol rather than an animal, standing for uncertainty, curiosity, and the limits of certainty. When you hear the story, philosophy hopes you do not just memorize it, but feel slightly puzzled in a fun way. That puzzled feeling is where deep thinking begins to wake up. Instead of asking whether the cat is alive or not, the bigger question asks what reality itself is doing when nobody checks. This question feels playful, yet it quietly reshapes how we think about truth. Philosophy enjoys questions that refuse to sit still. The box stays closed, but your mind opens wider. This is how philosophy sneaks learning into wonder. It does not give final answers, but it gives better questions. The cat teaches patience, reminding us that not every mystery needs to be solved immediately. Some mysteries exist to make thinking more flexible. When you imagine the box, your brain practices holding two ideas at once without panicking. That skill matters far beyond physics. It helps with understanding people, stories, and difficult problems. Philosophy quietly cheers when you stop demanding simple answers. The cat never jumps out, but the idea leaps straight into your imagination. And even after the box stays closed, curiosity keeps moving, which might be the most important lesson hidden inside all along.